So let me tell you something real quick. I spent thousands of dollars investing into health products and books and all about health for business owners. And in this video, I just simply give you the 7 principles, or in general, the 7 things you need to know if you want to be successful in your business. This video targets the group of people who tried everything, who watched the 50s guru who sells you the best sales funnel, but in the end it doesn't matter. Oh, I'm sorry, by the way. We have December 31 in the evening. New Year stuff, so maybe you will hear some rockets. But anyways, so with no further ado, I do not sell you anything. I hope you can see this now. Yeah, I just simply take a look. Yeah, this seems great. So hello back again. I do not sell you a sales funnel, or I do not sell you some business hack onboarding shit and something like that. I just simply have a pen and paper with some notes, and yeah, I actually can close this. And I just want to help you going healthy through your business. Because one thing you need to know and you need to understand. There are no business problems. And now you might think, well, Justice, what the heck should I do with that? There are no business problems. So, in other terms, that means every business will work. But that simply isn't the truth. You may see people who have great business, and you may see people whose business suck. And the real difference is not because of their business plan and of their sales funnel. Obviously, those things create great businesses, but we want to dig even deeper than this. We want to put the problem by the roots. Why does the great business has the great sales funnel? And why does the poor business doesn't have one of those? It's not because they do not want. Every business owner wants to be successful. And this is because of their health. When you think properly, when you have the right information gathered in your mind and you apply this information to your business. So this is you, information are the process you get, and the output is your business. And when you suck, your business will suck too. So let me help you to change you. And for that, I will tell you 7 things you need to know. And yeah, I will say, let's fucking go. I have prepared something for you. So, how to get unstuck. How to suck less in business without actually doing business stuff. La la la. So, this is number 1. Personal problem relief. If you have personal problems, I guarantee you, you will not come that far in your business. Pretty damn simple. Why is that the case? Well, first of all, I want to ask you something. You might know all of these people, right? Do you know what they have? They have no or less personal problems. They know who they are. They know what they want. They know why they want it. And they know how they want it. And that's all that matters. When you have personal problems, for example, you are insecure because you had trauma in the past, because, I don't know, your father died and you grew up with no father figure and now you are a nice guy. This trait will always be in your business. And now, for example, when it comes to outreach or cold calls, for example, I don't know what you do, but when it comes to those things that strengthen you mentally and that actually need some maturity traits, then you will be worse than your competitors. And that's only because of your trauma. That's not because you are a nice guy. No, you are a nice guy because of the trauma. So please get rid of all your personal problems and just simply do this. Do this. List up this. What is your goal you want to achieve after death? What is the goal you want to achieve before death? What is your number one priority? Your number one priority can be a great father. But to be a great father, you need money to support your family. These three peoples and all the successful people and all of these gurus you know, they all know exactly what they want, and they don't let their personal problems in their business because they had no, or they knew exactly how to relieve them and how to fight them. And this is what you need to do. And when you say, oh no, Jess, I do not have a personal problem. Man, I have to tell you, you have one. I'm sorry for that, but you have personal problems. Everyone has personal problems. And if you think you do not have one, then congratulations. I wish you all luck, and I do not really know why your business sucks. So, now you know that you have personal problems, that you need to solve them, that you need to ask yourself intrinsically this question. Sit in a quiet place and ask yourself those questions. And this doesn't come from just doing this one day. You need to have an idea for months in your head to develop this. You need to constantly think about this. That is where you are going to be better at. And when you do not know what your personal problem is, then just ask your friends. Wait, I will do this for you. Ask your friends. Or in general, close people. And look at the obvious. If you're weird in some part, for example, if you are extremely mature and if you are in this blue pill ride and all girls are bad, and so maybe that's a personal problem. You may be guessing that. And all these personal problems are coping mechanisms, and when you cope something, you can't be good in business. So Look at obvious, ask friends, and if that doesn't actually help you, go to therapy. Go to therapy. So, I have nothing to say about this. Let's jump into topic number 2. And number 2 is, oh my god, you might sound, oh my god, you might heard about this for 50,000 times now. And everyone is telling you, go carnivore, go this, eat that, eat this, don't eat this. And I tell you something. Theoretically, you can eat everything you want. There are millionaires out there who smoke cigars all day long and drink alcohol all day long. You can eat and drink everything you want. But, this year is what entrepreneurs' specific eating look like. And by the way, in general, you need to do everything that is according with the entrepreneur's optimal. I do not know if you heard of rockets, but yeah. You do not need to do this. You can eat chips all day, but then try to work 16 hours a day. Try it. Try to work 16 hours a day after a KFC bucket, some chips, and 3 cookies plus a cigar. Try to do this. And then you say, but I drink coffee and eat caffeine. No. Then do this the next time. You will feel horrible. Do things that entrepreneurs eat. And entrepreneurs simply should eat That's it. That's what you simply should eat. Low carb and obviously no sugar, no drugs, high protein, and no inflammatory food. That means food like ultra processed food or seed oils or I don't know, French fries or all of that stuff. These 4 things are the things you should avoid. And to make this simple, just focus on natural food. Or what the world is saying, real food. So eat meat, fish, and if you are vegetarian, then obviously eat soya. I personally do not recommend this. But if you have any ethical choice, then do it. But you need to get protein in. Eat eggs every single day, and then eat fruits. And that's it. If you have not struggled with lactose intolerance, then you can drink something like milk, obviously that causes some inflammatories, but in general, meat, fish, eggs, fruits, and something like milk products. Yeah, we can tell milk products. These are the things you should eat. Obviously, you can eat some greens, that mean vegetables. And that's it. Nothing more, nothing less. Try this out for at least 14 days and then thank me after this. Drink no coffee in the morning. Do not eat 300 grams of rice. Do nothing. But why are we actually doing this? So well, this food is basically this here. And the bad stuff causes you, I'm sorry, maybe I need to stand up. Zip, zip. So they cause you that. And that simply means that these are your blood flow, your hormones, your energy, and all of your systems in your body that work on a high-low frequency. That means, I told this to you, like your fat burn, your metabolism, your hormonal system, all of that. Eating those things will not impact them in a great manner. The metabolism will take care of this in a very slow way, and after a while you might feel a slow up and then slow down, but it will all be consistent over time. But when you maybe you had this once. When you drink alcohol, you have this up of emotions, and after that you have this down in the next morning, for example, or in the evening. Oh, another rockets. When you eat sugar, you have the up, then you have the huge down. When you eat rice, you have the high up, the huge down. But when you now have to work 16 hours and you have, I don't know, 10 hours of meetings a day, but you have 4 hours of death because you cannot even think because your food does impact your life, then I'm sorry, your business will not function properly. I will explain this to you in several other videos. Obviously, it has to do something with gut and brain function as well, but that is enough for this video. Focus on natural food, on these things, and as an addition, just drink water. And do this like me, for example. I put in the morning lemon and a bit of water, a pinch of water in this glass, 500 milliliters, and I drink it, and then I feel hydrated, then I can work. I do not have any other struggles, and I can focus for 3 hours, and after that I get hungry. I cook some meat and eggs, then I eat them, and in the meantime I eat some fruits and vegetables, and in the evening I eat again some meat with milk. And that's simply my go-to food. So that is number 2. Try it out. So try it. If it doesn't work for you, I don't know what you are, but yeah, science can't be faked. Okay. Number 3. Physical health. So this here aligns with the previous part. That means with your diet. Because what is your brain? Your brain is physical matter from your body. That means the body and the brain are connected. Am I right? Yes. Body, brain connected. So what do you need to do in order to have a healthy brain? Well, in general, have a healthy body. And that's simply what I want you to explain. Business is about making decisions quick, fast, and efficient. You need to do things that no one else does. You do things lonely, you have struggles, you are hated, you are loved. You have these ups and downs more than any other human being in the world. I know this, you know this too. So what do you need to do? You need to be mentally strong. And then there are people who drink, smoke, and eat trash, maybe as a coping mechanism because of the personal problems, by the way. But this causes more and more brain illness. And our stress load as a business owner is so high, so bloody high, you might know this. And when you now damage your brain over time, this here is your brain health, and I can use different sticks for, this here is the stress level you have, right? Well, so sometimes up, sometimes down, all right, this should be just explanatory. But if you now consistently damage your brain, well, some point you will have more stress than you're actually capable of. And stress is pretty strange defined. I define stress in that way. Stress is imbalance between mind and body. So when you have the stress from mind, from outside territory, and you are not capable to defend it, so nothing is here to fight, then obviously it distracts you and then leads to burnout. And because we do not want that to happen, we simply take care of our physical health. And how are we doing this? Again, we want to make things easy. 1,000 steps a day. Every 1,000 steps per day decreases your mortality by, I'm not sure, sorry, by 20%? Was that? And 10k steps a day reduces your mortality by, I don't know, I guess 80%, and someone with 30%, with 3,000 steps has just 30% or something like that. So just doing small steps will increase your overall health. We are human beings. Thousands of years before, we were made to go outside and walk and walk and walk. And today's world, we sit on offices, therefore we have all to wear glasses. That's the reason why. Because we are staring at the screens like mormons, and therefore we have to wear glasses. Obviously there were always people who had to wear, but not that many. And when you do not have enough steps a day, you will feel sicker. Or in retrospect, when you do 10,000 steps a day, you will feel better. Try it out. Have 7 days, 10,000 steps, and you will feel great. And the next one is exercise. And I do not care what you do. You can do yoga. You can do team sport. You can do boxing. You can go to the gym. You can go swimming. You can go running. You can go. You can do whatever you want. Do what you are the most passionate about and do it properly. And do it nearly every single day. You can also mix it. Me, for example, I mix gym with swimming. 5 times a week gym, 2 times a week swimming, 10,000 steps a day. That's my perfect schedule. I played handball for 11 years. That meant team sport was always applied in my life. So, but I feel the gym and swimming enjoyable. And yeah, do something for your health. Your health is the foundation. Then you can start acting for your business, and then you will succeed. You cannot act for your business and think that everything magically will happen. Obviously, for a small percentage it will happen. But if it doesn't happen while you are doing this, then maybe try working on your health. So the fourth one is the mental health. This means it's not only your trauma and your personal problems, you need to exercise your mental health too. And that means by having some gear, for example, or by doing exercises that actually help. And these are my top 3 health brain exercises. And I do not want to tell you now that you need to meditate or to put a journal, or I don't know, to write I love me 20,000 times at the screen. I do not want to do that. I want to give you the best. And the best thing you can do for your mental health and for your business success, by the way, is reading helps you to focus. Reading helps you to focus properly and to work on one specific thing. Reading gives you information you can apply for your business, and while you're reading, you learn how to concentrate that you can apply for your business. So win-win. Reading, number 1. The second best activity you can do, obviously we have 3, is that is something I actually discovered 1 month ago. I tried this right now and I'm actually quite excited by this. This is a headband with neurons, you can see this, and you just simply focus on a simple point and you really practice this, and it measures your blood flow and your neural activity and all of that, and you have an app and there is a ball who's raising, and pretty cool. I can show this to you in more detail if you want. Maybe in 2 months I say this is rubbish, but right now I say it is awesome. This is number 2 you can do for your mental health. So number 1, obviously, best thing to do is reading. And if you want to read something about health and how to be a better person, then I recommend you Why We Sleep from Matthew P. Walker. That's, by the way, the next topic review, number 5. I recommend you... Oh man, so many books. What do I recommend for you? I do not know. Maybe this is quite a weird read. Dreams by Sigmund Freud. I read this recently. Very nice, very cool. And I recommend you, the 33 Strategies of War. So, if you want to start reading about health, well, this is about war and still about health, because this helps you focusing on your mental health. This is how to sleep, this is how to dream. Start reading them and it will be cool. I have a book, I do not know if it's available in Germany, but it's called... I'm sorry, I do not know if this is available in English. It's called, The Nutrition Lie. It's by Exile Medic, you might know him. And here you can reread everything you need about nutrition. But these are not must-haves, these are just things I want to share to you. So reading number 1, reading number 2, and number 3 actually is... So, if you were a video game addict, the only way to get rid of addictions is to cope them. You cannot simply get rid of them. Try this out. Try out, quit smoking, and I promise you, if you do not change anything besides that in your life, you will not quit it. You need to cope with something. And if you're a video game addict, I was in my early years, play chess. Learn chess in the evening, because it strengthens your brain. It helps you to deal with struggles. It helps you to think further, and it actually is the only game I know that when you lose, it is only your fault. And you can make many comparisons with chess and life and business, and I will make a whole video about this. It's awesome. So practice chess for mental health. It sounds crappy, but when you want to have a hobby and you want to cope something, plus you want to learn something about mental health, do this. So this might not be the answer for everything, but this will help you for mental health, and I will make more videos about this, so don't worry. Number 5 is your sleep. So there is a nice book called Why We Sleep, and yeah, it is quite a long read and quite in detail, and it gives you everything about sleep you know. By the way, I read this the second time. So how to sleep, why we sleep, where to sleep. This is the best book to read when you want to sleep. If you do not want to know what the informations are, if you do not want to waste quite a few hours reading this, I will give you the summary here. So these are the 12 tips for healthy sleep. The first one is stick to a sleep schedule. So sleep schedule. And I recommend you alarm clock for bed time. Then exercise in the morning. This, by the way, here's step number 2, exercise in the morning. Avoid caffeine and nicotine, no drugs. Avoid alcohol drinking before bed. Avoid large meals before bed. So we can continue doing this. Oh no, oh man, you're just watching a kid trying to find the spot of his bookmarker. Nice life. No drugs, no food in the evening, so no heavy meals in the evening, obviously. Then, yes, we have this. So, if possible, no medicines, that is no drugs. Every medication is drug, basically. So, then, don't nap after 3 p.m. He wants you to nap. He said naps help you to recover, to build strong mental foundation. So if you have to learn a topic very fast, then work on this for 4 hours and then go for 1 hour nap. And after that you will feel great. This is what Matthew Walker said. But after 3 p.m, if you have a nap for 1 hour or longer, then it might influence your sleep. Then relax before bedtime. Relax. That means no blue lights, and obviously when you exercise, your body is very, very high in stress mode. And before bedtime, we want to calm down. And if our state of stress is here and we need to calm down, it's way more exhausting to sleep than if it's here. I hope you understand this. Then take a hot bath before bed. That's one thing I actually do not do that often, but when I do this, it's nice. It's called sleep hygiene. So when you shower hot in the evening, then you will feel great. And yeah, you need to have the right environment. And in the morning, morning sunlight. And don't lie in bed awake. So do not work in your bed. Do not read in your bed. Do nothing besides sleeping in your bed, because your brain then always thinks when you're in your bed, well, now I need to sleep. So sleep is important because humans are meant to sleep, and if you sleep less than 7 hours a day, then hello, read this bloody boy, and after that explain me why you should read less than 7 hours. There is one thing when you can sleep less than 7 hours, and that is when you have illness, a sleep disorder. But unless you do not show me any certification for this, then I do not trust you. The human being is made for sleep, and sleep is the #1 tool for recovery. You can't get rid of all of these things. The next 2 things, you can quit the video. But the one thing you need to understand is start with sleeping good. Because when you sleep good, you have the first step of mental clarity. And then you try to work on your physical health, and then you get mentally healthy, and then you work on mental health, and then you work on your business, and then you work on your business, and then you grow your business, and then you actually succeed, and then you hit your goal. But when you do not do these steps, and you are here, then how do you get there? You can't. So do the stuff and grow, man. Just grow. So this is all about health. And number 6 might be very interesting. I would say very psychopathic, but in general it's pretty cool. Sorry for that. Forget the last 20 seconds. System thinking. Think in systems. You probably heard about this. When you watch someone like Charlie Morgan or Sam Ovens, then you might be familiar with the cause and effect chain. So if you're not, I will simply explain this to you. There is a cause that creates an effect. That is basically how the world works. Cause and effect, you have feedback loop, and the process leads to the effect. And this is literally how everything in the world works. To every given cause is a given effect. This is quite something I think Newton said. Every cause has its effect. I'm not sure about this, but I believe that is what he said. And now you might think, well, how the fuck should I apply this? Think about your body as a system. Your body is nothing besides numbers and mood and hormonal numbers and blood numbers, and all of this are measured in numbers. And when all of your numbers are good, or wonder, your life is good. And then people tell you, oh no, but my mental health can't be measured. And here and there, but in general, actually everything can be measured. We human beings are still, I believe we are too stupid to measure this. But in general, we can measure this. We can measure mental and physical health. And we measure this by using systems. And for this, I actually have example. So the example is pretty easy. That means it's easy to understand. So you have input. Input is, for example, something you do. You put in sensoric system input. For example, heavy metal music, then you, I don't know, smell fast food, you taste a burger, you sound, you touch your computer, yeah, pretty basic, and then you, I don't know, you listen to your grandma dying, pretty much. So that's what you do. What do you believe your output will be? Your process machine is your brain and your gut. Your brain is for the mental part and your gut is for the physical part. So what do you believe how the output will be when you do this? Pretty damn bad, I guess. So then now you can measure what things are actually good and what things are actually bad. Obviously, fast food is bad, computer is okay, burger is okay for some days, heavy metal is fine, but if you have some things that are screaming to you, it is not fine. You need to think in terms of systems. Everything can be systemized, and you need to question the default as always. Always question what you are doing and why you're doing this. And when you do not do something according to your business, then maybe it is the wrong thing you do. I watch YouTube videos that accord with business. I read books that accord with my business or with my health. Obviously my business is health, so yeah, you get a point. Then I eat stuff that helps me grow my business because I'm mentally aware. Obviously sometimes I eat bad stuff because then I spend time with my girlfriend or with my parents. These are the only two scenarios when I eat bad stuff. For example, we had Christmas and then I went out eating with my girlfriend and with my parents. So obviously I eat the stuff there. But this purpose is also there. So you now need to be aware of every single action you do, and then you start to succeed. It's pretty damn easy. You just need to do this. And last but not least, we do something cool. Something you can take home right now. Because you need to do this activity now. 3 minutes and then I will leave you. And I will do all of this bozo stuff you are doing. I don't know what you do, scrolling on Instagram, or playing video games, or eating junk, or I don't know, smoking cigars. You can do all of that stuff. 3 minutes and I explain you the principles. Principles are these things you do. These are the 3 things you told yourself that you are doing this, and there can be everything besides death. Even if you are at vacation, your dad is dying and your mother had a baby and you are about to break up with your girlfriend, you will do this. These are your principles you told yourself. And when you now tell, oh man, that sounds pretty damn awkward. How do you think you will grow a business when you cannot trust yourself? How do you think you will build great relationships when you can't even trust yourself? And principles are the things you need to do. So, 3 principles. That's what I want you to do now. List out 3 principles you do. And I will give you 3 examples I have. It can be anything. I do not care what it is, and it can be hard for the person. But I'm always honest to this person. in my childhood, I was very hardly abused for this, because yeah, I told the kids that they are different, and yeah, maybe I was different, but you get the point. Honesty is the number one thing I do, for example. Then number two is this video is on a whiteboard, me with a pen, and I paint my fingers. I have no cuts. This is, I don't know how long I'm filming this. I have just a camera here in front of me, nothing else. Pen and paper. I do not have a fancy intro. I do not have a fancy voice. I do not have fancy cuts and all of that stuff. I focus on the value I provide. And I do not care if this video gets 50 views or 5 million. I do not care about that. Because when I help at least one person, it was worth to make this video. Because then I can see this like a call. So, focus on value. And number three, yeah, this is sounds from my house. Number three is simple. If I am not working, I feel bad. And the reason for this is because if I do not work, I do not earn money. If I do not earn money, I do not have time to spend time with a family, because I do not have money and I can't take care of him in a long time. And if I do not have money, I do not have money for buying high quality groceries, for enjoying time with my girlfriend, for having nice vacations, for having a nice house, for having a nice living, for being healthy. Because when I do not earn money, I feel miserable, then I do not work out, I feel even more miserable, I break up and all of that. So therefore, I work first. Work first, and then you can enjoy. Short-term sacrifice for long-term success. That's the last thing I want to tell you. So, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. And I hope you're mentally healthy. And Happy New Year. We will see us in 2025, obviously, when I upload this video. It's very unlikely that you're watching this. But yeah, we will see us. Cheers.